What's poppin', beautiful people in YouTube land? I put the 3NG Valley, you feel me? And wow, it's been a minute. But I had to like fix some things up for the channel. Mainly my device. I mean, in this bad boy for years. Feel me? I love you. Still gonna use it from time to time to edit or whatever my videos. But like for streaming, it's clips, bro. Like it's like pulling strings trying to get perfect streams or whatever. So I had to get the Mac Mini or whatever just to get crazy real quick. But I mean, I'm back, man. I'm not going anywhere now. In the meantime, the time that I wasn't here, I was doing mad other shit. Like I do music too. I got a song out right now actually called Bang My Line. 3G Valley, my name, featuring my son Matt Meech. That shit fire. It's on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. You can check that out, bro. And also too, got merch coming out pretty soon, so check that out. I'm gonna put my Instagram link in the bio so you can see exactly everything that's going on. But I mean, y'all didn't come here for that. Feel me? I came here for my son Amiri's take. Feel me? I love doing his videos. It feel great to come back and to do one of his videos, and he's doing one of my favorite artists. Am I sleeping? Drake. Now, you are sleeping. First of all, it's not playing, but I mean, yeah, Drake. I mean, at this point, every song Drake do is a hit. Even his whack songs is type a hit. You feel me? Like a boring Drake song is somebody that's like not popping. Like if it was an artist that was like that's like mediocre, that'd be their best song. You feel me? But like, let me stop rambling. Let's see what homie got to talk about.
All right, so boom. I finally decided to listen to Aubrey Graham's music, and now it's time to see if I'm sleeping on him or not. Now, the thing with this series in general is that I only listen to 10 or so songs per artist. So I'm not judging the artist's entire catalog off what I heard. I'm just judging whether or not I care to hear more music from him based off the 10 songs that I play. Additionally, this is something I want to address too. I know I don't mention which songs I've already heard from the artist when I announce who the next person is, because if I was to do that, that list will be incredibly long for some people. So I know that when I announce it, people are going to recommend a ton of songs I already know. But you guys have to at least try to name some low-key stuff that you think are
You give him like 0 to 100 or something.
Tracks. When it comes to Aubrey, I had niggas telling me the most popular songs in the universe and telling me to listen to them. I was getting Best I Ever Had, Headlines,
Woo.
Crew Love with The Weeknd,
Hotline Bling. Crew.
Like, listen, when I say I don't listen to Drake, I mean like, I just never cared to like listen to any of his albums or like to pay close attention to the lyrics of his songs. I've never said I didn't say I've never heard the man's music before. So I love the fact that you guys were giving me suggestions.
That's what he actually
supportive of the series. But I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like people, seeing people say stuff like, "Hey Amiri, I don't know if you ever heard it before, but he has a song called God's Plan. I think you should check that out." I'm like, bro, y'all niggas serious?
Like that show's on Billboard for like
I've heard the song before.
8 weeks.
When it comes to this series,
Fuck that,
that's
100
just
weeks.
something I'm gonna have to get used to. People just naming really popular songs. But before we see if I'm sleeping on Aubrey, y'all decide if y'all sleeping on Bakari King by listening to his song.
Nigga like Sway Lee. To a certain extent,
you
feel me? But
Aubrey track that I chose on my own. Now, if you ask any Aubrey fan what his best song is, a lot of them will name this track. So I gotta see what the fuss is about. The song I'm talking about is 5 a.m. in Toronto.
Oh yeah, 5 a.m. Yeah, 5 a.m. is a problem, bro. He bodied this.
I had a homeboy of mine once.
Every time he do
fucking
songs, yeah, I was about to say that. Every time he do a song with a number,
or state, or just something like that, that the song is a guaranteed banger. Songs such as this, 9 a.m. in Dallas, 6 p.m. in New York, or 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
4 p.m. Calabasas, he violated. He violated.
Titled this way. Now the initial
that
thing
SWV
I noticed
shit
about this song is that he just
always on your mind.
I know how some rappers just have songs where the intensity in their voice when they rapping, you can tell that they ain't come to play any games on that song. That's how it is with 5 a.m. in Toronto. He sounds like somebody that just hit puberty, while at the same time sounding like a grown man that's not to be played with when it comes to this rapping shit. And that's really what this song is. Him saying how he feels like he's the only one that's truly in it for the music, while other niggas need to pull publicity stunts or beef with people just to get attention. And when it comes to his name, he can get numbers and views and money just strictly because that's how dope of a rapper he is. My favorite line of this whole song is at the very beginning where he talks about how he got other rappers scared to take shots at him because they know it won't be a smart move. The bar was so fucking nice. He said, "The part I love most, they need me more than they hate me, so they never take shots. I got everybody on safety. I could load every gun with bullets that fire backwards. Probably wouldn't lose a single rapper."
Yeah,
The
that's
bar
just
is pretty
fire. That's pretty
self-explanatory, but still
fire.
he's saying because of his prestige in the rap game, he got other rappers scared to take shots at him, i.e. writing disses towards him. So scared that if he was to give these rappers a gun that fired back at the person who pulled the trigger, none of these rappers would end up getting hurt because they would be too afraid to pull the trigger at them in the first place. Like, that part was really nice. A lot of the other lines in the song are speculated to be about other artists such as
And I
Common,
know
Chris
you'll
Brown,
be
or The
the death
Weeknd.
of me.
Like for The Weeknd, this was after the point where Abel decided to separate from OVO and just make his own lane in music. So people thought that Aubrey was feeling some type of way with these next set of lyrics right here. "Cause I show love, never get the same out of niggas. Guess it's funny how money can make change out of niggas for real. Some nobody started feeling himself. A couple of somebody started killing themselves. A couple of album dropped, those are still on the shelf. I bet them shits would have popped if I was willing to help."
Yo, you know the crazy thing about with that line though, he could have came out mad niggas. Be honest. Like, I mean, granted, we do think, we assume that it's coming towards the weekend when he did this, but like, legit, this could have been to anybody. Like Drake got multiple
Both
enemies.
artists have came out to say that this wasn't a diss. I really don't care. All that matters is that like, this song is nice as hell, man. Like, dude didn't come to play no games on this song. The next track, fuck it. Let's go ahead and talk about one of these other time and location songs again. The next track is 4 p.m. in Calabasas, recommended by Vendetta Sim 78965 on YouTube.
You know, again, I'm always on your mind.
So I'm gonna listen to
Body
9
that.
a.m. in Dallas and 6 p.m. in New York on my own time, but I wanted to talk about at least one of these other a.m. or p.m. and whatever songs in this video. So Calabasas itself is a city in California, and apparently Aubrey owns a home there that he visits to get away from the media and from all the attention. And apparently
Really?
this is where he goes to write
And
some great music
Calabasas
too,
to
because
get
this
away
song
from
is
media?
crazy. So unlike
I would
the
think
last
he'd go back
entry
to
where it
Toronto.
was speculated that
But
some
he
of
had
the
got
lines were
over
about
there,
The
so.
Weeknd or Chris Brown or whoever, this song 4 p.m. in Calabasas very obviously contains disses towards P. Diddy.
Yeah,
There's some
definitely.
shots at Joe Budden too, but Diddy is the main focus. The beef they had was that P. Diddy was claiming Aubrey stole the beat from 0 to 100 from him.
Fuck being on some chill shit. We go 0 to 100.
No funny, I could hear Diddy on this, but Drake bodied this, bro. Like,
Nigga real quick.
And
Yeah.
when Diddy confronted him about it, they had a little confrontation. Apparently, Aubrey got bitch slapped by Diddy too. Like, that's what I heard. If that's true, that's funny as hell. I'm gonna start listening to P. Diddy now. So there are several lyrics in
You
here
listen to
of
P. Diddy
Aubrey
'cause he
just
smacked shit out of
mocking
somebody?
Diddy's style, saying some of P. Diddy's most famous lines and mannerisms. My favorite of these is at the very end when he flipped the names of Total and SWV and used the name of SWV's most popular tracks to say how he's way more successful than other rappers, and the reason that those rappers can't progress in their own lane is because they're too busy focusing on him and hating on him. Save my stories for down the line. I'm too ahead of the curve every time. Just total the hits and see what you find. You SWV cause you weak and I'm always on your mind. I heard that part and went, shit. Like, this is only the second song in this video. When I heard that part, I was like, bro, like, he ain't missed yet. This is only 2 songs in. He has not missed.
I'm surprised he never heard any of these like 4 a.m.s and all these a.m.s and p.m.s. Like, I would think he would listen to them joints.
Like, of course, there's the typical lines about his hustle, like how rich he is, and flaunting his reign over the rap game. But the selling point of 4 p.m. in Calabasas is his beef with Diddy. If you never heard that they even had beef with each other, or you know nothing about it, then you won't get much from this song, because that is kind of the focal point of the track. Let's start with some Instagram recommendations. The first track from there is actually a song from Aubrey's first album, Thank Me Later, recommended by Dlo.B2F2, is The Resistance.
Oh. Same kid. You'll come to see you and never change.
So one thing we all heard when it comes to rappers is that once you start to become rich and famous, you're going to start acting different, hanging around different people, and the money you make will change you. You're going to leave your day ones behind. And this is no different when it comes to Aubrey's life and rap career. On The Resistance, what he's referring to is the resistance to changing into another person because of the fame. He goes from talking about how he's breathing a new life into the rap game and that he's working hard to blow up in his career and to get the money that he got. Such as at the end of the first verse where he says, I avoided the coke game and went with Sprite instead. That's the word to the millions that they putting up.
That's
I'm
tough.
trying to do
That's
better
tough.
than good enough. Coke being, of course, like the soda brand and the play on words of saying how he'd rather make his money from endorsements and sponsorships than selling drugs. Now the second verse, like this nigga said something crazy. He talked about how the condition that his grandmother was in and that she was at a nursing home at some point, and he was never really taking the time to call her or speak to her. Instead, he spent the time like hooking up with girls that he barely even knew and that he don't even talk to anymore after he smashed them. One girl in particular, like this is actually wild if this happened for real, but he even mentions how one girl he messed around with had to get an abortion. But hit redial, you'll see that I just called some chick I met at the mall.
This one hard.
Out, and plus this woman
This
that
one
I messed
hard.
with
Unprotected. Texas said she wish she would have kept it.
I heard this part and went.
So I'm not even gonna hold you. This part, when I heard that shit, bro, I'm like, damn, Shorty really wish she kept it. Especially now, because before, like, it was just like, oh yeah, man, homie got on, da da da. But now this nigga is like ultimate superstar status. You feel me? Looking back, like, damn,
Is this one of his ghostwritten bars, or did he really go through this?
He gotta go through that.
The song off nice as hell.
I don't think he goes through that
like, because so many of his friends and family have been telling.
I feel like all his old shit definitely was just him, strictly him. I think like a lot of I feel like a lot of filler tracks be like ghost written and like. No, a few of the new ones be ghost written, but all his old shit, I feel like it's him.
He tries to pinpoint a time in his life on when he started changing. He said maybe it was a time where this girl set him up and he was robbed, or is it simply the fact that he became so famous so quick that he didn't really have the time to adjust to his new lifestyle. Overall, he uses this song to say, like, look, like, whether some people say I'm changing or some people say I'm the same person, this is the path that I want to take in my life, like becoming a big and famous rapper. So
Yo, every time I look at Drake, bro, I don't know if niggas watch wrestling on it from like, watching this video, but nigga is Razor Ramon lookalike, bro. That's his brother or his uncle or some shit.
If you want to hear an introspective track from early Aubrey on his feelings on his rise to the fame, this is certainly a good song to check out. Let's go back to YouTube really quick. The next song was recommended by Kevin Mazima and it's called Two Birds, One Stone.
Two Birds, One Stone?
So the only thing I know about
I really don't like More Life like that.
A playlist instead of a EP, mixtape,
like More Life.
Album.
More Life. I know I'm gonna get killed in the comment section. Like More Life and Scorpio. Like I those are like my least listened to Drake albums. I listened to maybe like probably like 4 or 5 songs on this joint right here, and then on Scorpio maybe 10. And he got what? Like 30 songs on that shit? I don't know. He walled out on that.
This is the project that has that KMT song on it where Aubrey copied SSX and Tatiana's flow. I don't know anything else about this project.
That song was trash. That one that he copied his flow on.
This song was released as a promotional single for it, but ended up not being on the final version. And I think it was because of the backlash that it got. So you guys know the old saying, like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, meaning being able to accomplish the 2 tasks with 1 activity. In this case, Aubrey uses this song as a diss to both Pusha T and Kid Cudi. For Pusha, he just talks about how
it's the one he talk about Cudi and his disorder and all that.
We all know that's what 115% of Pusha T songs are about. Songs that haven't even came out yet. We know that's what he gonna say anyway. But he says, but really it's you with all the drug dealer stories that's gotta stop though. You made a couple of chops and now you think you Chapo. If you ask me though, you ain't lining the trunk with kilos. You back in weed watching Pacino with all your niggas like that's what we need to be on. So with this, he just saying to Pusha that you and your niggas don't sell drugs and y'all not really gangsters. Y'all probably just sit around watching gangster movies and say y'all gangsters, but y'all not. When it comes to the Cudi diss though, this actually cut much deeper. Now Cudi was actually calling out Aubrey at a point. He came at him first and said, like, how can Aubrey be a top 5 rapper in the game when he has ghostwriters? So Aubrey responds with, you were the man on the moon.
My thing is, like, you see how, like, what he about to say right here? How, like, when he was talking about the whole Pusha joint, where how Pusha went too far and all that, a lot of people was like, oh, Pusha went too far, this, that, and the third. This nigga went too far here, bro. Like, it's hip-hop, bro. Niggas is going OD, bro. Niggas going violent.
Life of the angry and famous. You stay zanned up and perked up, so when reality set in, you don't gotta face it. Hella people, including Cudi himself.
Then he say some other shit like, you crazy.
And Aubrey received hella backlash.
You went crazy, you crazy. He said some other shit like that.
Mental problems and drug use. But I will leave that up to you guys, how you feel about it. So pretty similar to what I said about 4 p.m. in Calabasas. There are some really good bars in here, like some really good ones. But the highlight of the
A
song
goat right
is his
there.
shot at
My
Pusha
son
T and Kid
Cuddy.
Cudi. If you want to hear a bar fest, then certainly give this song a listen. And if you're interested in the beef that he had with these two artists, then that just adds another reason to listen to it. All right, song number 5. Let's get it. This person on Twitter sent me this damn song in like all caps. That nigga said, "Please check out this song. You won't regret it." So from Jackson J783 on Twitter, we have Lord Knows.
Ooh.
Matching rollers for real, matching rollers for real. Places they say they been, we actually going for real.
Unpopular opinion alert. Unpopular opinion alert. Actually, I don't even know if this is unpopular. I don't know how you Lord Knows fans act out there, but Rick Ross added absolutely fucking nothing to this song. His entire verse was just simple shit about how
Nah, I just think the way he went on it, like it's just Rick Ross' presence, bro. Like when he got on song, when he get on songs, especially back in the day, like he get on songs like, you ready, like, oh, you feel me? Like it's just that boss essence, bro. I know Devil in a Red Dress. That was probably by far his best verse he ever said, bro.
much of a boss he is, how lavish of a lifestyle he living. Like there was no
Like,
crazy
step on
bars
him
in
with
here
Marvin.
or anything unique that he doesn't already rap about. Another thing being the length too. Like I know he's the feature artist, but Aubrey's part takes
Bro,
up
that
like
shit just
3
ends.
whole minutes, and Ross comes in like with 45 seconds left. So after hearing Aubrey for so long, like he really didn't need to add anybody else to this song. Like I said, I don't know how much y'all praise Rose on this track, but there's nothing to praise him about, if you ask me. Aubrey and Just Blaze ran this song's pockets all by themselves.
Just Blaze bodied
I
the
said
beat.
Just Blaze because we not gonna act like the beat on this song was
Beat it OD.
crazy. Back to the Rick Ross slander really quick. I would rather listen to this instrumental for 4 minutes straight than to listen to his throwaway verse. My favorite part of this whole song is actually when Rick Ross said, "Y'all got me fucked up for thinking Rick Ross was about to get some praise from me." Like, come on now. I gotta keep this ball rolling with the disrespect. My favorite part is Aubrey, of course. Now, he mainly speaks about how women use you just to get stuff from you, mostly money, and how he isn't concerned about people trying to diss him because he could take on anybody because he's just that nigga. He also brings up the topic of if rap legends from back in the day could survive in today's music.
That was a tough
They
that was
take the
tough
greats
line
from the
too.
past and compares. I wonder if they ever survive in this era, in a time where it's recreation to pull all your skeletons out the closet like Halloween decorations. Now, as you see from these lyrics, he's not asking if old school greats could survive in terms of their rap skills or their styles. He's wondering would they survive based on this era of social media. Back then, rappers did tons of things that got swept under the rug simply because nobody knew about it. It wasn't made public.
I never
But
knew
now,
Rick
if
Ross had a
rapper does
tat
something as
right
little
here.
as roll their eyes at another rapper, niggas from Shade Room, academics, gonna be posting all about it. Talking about, are they beefing or something? Like, what's going on here? So that's an interesting point to think about. Like, would rappers from the 80s and 90s survive in social media? Now, I think Lord Knows is a hard-ass song. Don't get me wrong. Like, from Aubrey and its production from Just Blaze, like, it's really tight. But once it gets about, like, 3 minutes into the song, like, you may turn it off so you can avoid getting the Molly put in your champagne and not even knowing about it. Oh, snap. Like, hold on. Let's see. The next song gets something else with a number in the title. So, let's see if it bangs like the rest of them. From Right CJ97 on Instagram, it's 305 to my city.
Oh, I'm on 305 to my city. I get it, I get it.
I get it, I get it, I swear that I get it.
I get it, I get it. I knew he was gonna like this song.
305 is
I know
the
he was gonna
first
like this song.
Whatever song on this list.
He not
I'm
really saying
saying it's
anything
a
on it.
L, but like the first 5 songs of this video,
It's just
were
one of
all
those
tracks
flow
where I went,
songs.
Like, okay, this shit hard. Like this man spitting on this song. This is on point. 305 to my city was the first song where I was listening to it and I just sat there like yeah, this is my way of saying this song was pretty boring. And truthfully, it's because of the content. Like, there's not much here. This is one of the first songs I heard by this man where the topic was something.
But look, he said that. Give this shit to anybody else, bro. This is a fucking cult classic for like a underground artist or some shit, bro. That's just Drake. That's how
really
Drake
basic.
is.
All the verses were really basic, pretty average. And I was hoping it would have been a crazy hook to balance it out so I can somewhat mess with it, but it couldn't even provide that. So 305 is the area code to Miami, Florida, and this is a song for the ladies where he tells them that if he feeling you enough, he'll fly you out from Miami or from wherever the hell you are. He'll fly you out to his city to spend some time with him. and that's it. Hey, nothing else to
Hey,
this
Trey
track.
Songz on this.
Hey, like, hey, I know this fine little mommy out in Miami. I'm about to get a plane ride so she
Rihanna.
can come chill in my crib. I know this bad bitch out in Houston, Texas. Her and her girlfriend sex. I'm about to fly both of them out here so they can chill with me. So this is what I mean by lack of content. I'm
Feel like
so
a
used
Barbie
to him
doll.
rapping about something crazy like a bar fest or even one of his harder hitting love songs. This song is just lacking anything noteworthy. The featured artist Detail is a known producer in the YMCMB clique. He produced songs such as like How to Love by Wayne and We Them Boys by Wiz Khalifa. On this song though, I guess the beat is fine. Like, not really. It's passable. Detail is actually the one who also sings the hook. That, like, I get it, I get it, I get it.
Oh, that
I
was
get it.
Drake.
That y'all heard earlier. That was him. So y'all know my every song rank series that I have. Like, if I did this on Aubrey, 305 to My City would 100% go in the skip tier. Like, as y'all can see by the definition right here, I consider a song forgettable or a skip if it's just a song that I don't like. But I wouldn't call it bad. Like, I wouldn't get carried away and call it a trash song. 305
Drake
to My
don't got
City
any
is
of those.
This the first song that I really didn't care
Cause
for.
like if I don't like it or let's just say he don't like it or some shit, somebody else gonna be like, you wild nigga, that shit fire. Like somebody right now watching this shit like, nigga, you wild, bro, you wild, 305 fire, bro. But I mean,
video.
it's
I was
Drake,
listening
bro.
To it. I'm like, yeah, man, this song's kind of boring. But let's hope things pick back up. The next song suggested by Tyler58 on Twitter is called "Show Me a Good Time."
Show me a good time. Oh yeah, oh yeah, good time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Show me a good time.
The beginning of this song was
Show
so
me a good-
damn obnoxious, man. As soon as this shit started and I heard this,
That's cause Kanye got crazy on this. Yo, low key, I think Kanye try to sabotage Drake's career before he even catapulted, and then it didn't work. Cause remember, Best I Ever Had was directed by Kanye. Most people when that shit first came out was like, oh, that shit trash. But like, I kind of liked the music video for what it was. You feel me? So like, but that could be the reason, maybe. But
I immediately got low hopes for this song and went like, okay, this song already may not be it. This part of the song was apparently added in by Kanye West too. Like, what the hell? Like, I thought you were the
You could
king
tell.
of making hip hop songs sound good. This is the complete opposite of that. Now, the good thing is the rest of the song.
listen, let me
sounds
sabotage this
like
nigga.
that y'all hear in the back. That's only during the hook, so it's still unbearable then. But other than that, it's cool. In terms of content, just to reference what I said about 305 to My City earlier, truthfully, this is another track where, like, lyrically, there's nothing here to note. Like, it's a simple track about Aubrey celebrating his fame and stardom, and he's going to put on for his fellow homies and Young Money. And also about how the niggas who tried to discredit his popularity and rise to the top are just jealous because they not him. He actually calls himself a backpack rapper in this song, so that was kind of interesting. Other than that, though, like,
Drake,
I'm not
backpack rapper.
joking when I say there's really
Maybe
nothing
back
to
in
this
the
song.
day,
He
I
doesn't
could see
talk
that.
about anything.
Comeback season Drake, I could see him with those songs on there. I could see him being a backpack rapper, but at that time, that nigga pop
I
star
wish I could say that this
status.
song completed a good like 3-track run on the Thank Me Later album, because on the track list, The Resistance is the third song, and This What I'ma Do Till It's Over, it's the fourth
It's
song. So then you
over.
get to Show Me a Good Time, and it's
Ah,
like,
from
how
over.
dare this mess come up afterwards? If you're not annoyed by that that Kanye West threw in there,
I like
then
the
I see
hook.
why you would rock with this
Show
song,
me
because
a
at least the
good
hook sounds
time.
really cool.
Oh yeah.
But for me, like, hell no. That noise deeply got on my nerves the moment I heard it, and I can't unhear it. I can like
in
the
there
song
way
with
too.
a simple
Don't,
premise,
don't,
but it
don't,
has to be
don't.
something really enjoyable to listen to elsewhere to balance it out. Whether a really cold verse or the production got to be like something like infectious, but neither one of those things was the case here. Show Me a Good Time has no replay value for me. All right, for the final recommendation from Instagram, from Breston, we have the song From Time.
Oh, that's what Janae, right? Enough for the both of us. She bodied that. So what are
Ooh,
you?
okay, now this is certainly one of the best songs by Aubrey when it comes to having that slower tempo and softer atmosphere around it. Like, y'all know that meme of SpongeBob levitating with headphones in? Like, I see why this would
Is
be
it
one
with
of
the
the
Travis
songs
Scott
that
joints?
people would apply this meme to. Like, this shit sounds beautiful. The song
Yeah,
itself
shit
is
by,
him reflecting on his past relationships and his mindset on how he treated those women and addressing his own like insecurities and behaviors. There's also a point where he touches on his relationship with his father as well, and talked about how once his father kicked the alcohol addiction that he had, the two of them started to spend more time together and learn even more about each other. A favorite part of mine is when he mentions he was arguing with a chick at one point, and during the disagreement, she told him that he'll never be as big
Yeah,
as
it's Trey
Songz,
Songz. Boy,
and he
she wrong.
responds with, "Boy, was she wrong." Like, which is true. I ain't heard a song by Trey Songz since "Gotta Go." Anyway, Janae Aiko is featured on the song,
sexy
and
Janae
she's
Aiko.
asking him from a woman's perspective, "What are you so afraid of when it comes to commitment? Like, love is a two-way street. If these women are showing you their affection and you're not reciprocating it, then that's something very important that you need to self-reflect on and change about yourself." And then, of course, Janae's singing is just amazing. Like that, but that's a given. Once I said she was a feature on this song, y'all could have figured that out. While listening to this song and like reading about it, I was seeing a ton of people say that this is easily one of the best songs on Nothing Was the Same and one of the best
I
songs
could
in
agree.
his career in general. And I haven't even listened to a lot of this man's music. And
Nothing
I
was
can
the
see
same.
that.
That's a lot.
Everything
That's
from
a tough one though. Nothing was the same was by far maybe one of my favorite albums from this nigga, bro. Every song he did not miss, bro. The like just with that 305, bro, still was fire. You feel me? Like, yeah, that album, oh man, that shit was so great. That and Views. Fuck, I can't even. I don't, bro. Drake got some fire albums, bro. It's just Drake. I said that like 7 times, bro, but it's just Drake. Feel me? You can't
Janae's
miss.
performance and the production. Like, this song
You
is all
can't
around
miss.
great. And I know some of y'all, know this song word for word from beginning to end. I can see myself knowing this track that well, just off a few more listens.
Yo,
This was-
fun fact. I know this has nothing to do with this video, but with Janae Aiko, I got Catfish back in like 2012, bro. Word to everything, son. Like, I remember, I forgot what dating app it was. It wasn't Tinder, because Tinder I don't think was out at the time, but it was some shorty that had the Janae Aiko picture. I was like, oh, she is fire, bro. Like, feel me? I'm talking to her, whatever. I'm the type of nigga like, yo, let's FaceTime, da. So I'm like, yo, let's FaceTime. She's like, oh, nah, whatever the case. And I'm looking at her pictures and shit. I'm like, she got a kid. I'm like, okay, that's already like already down for me. I'm like, I'm mad young at the time. Like, bro, kid for me. But I'm like, she fire. So I was still trying to like get in contact with her, talk to her, whatever. So after like the second day, I was like, yo, trying to FaceTime, da, to say the case. She was like, nah. Like, oh, coming up with excuses and shit. And then I'm like, you a dub. Not even thinking anything, bro. But legit, like maybe like a few months later, whatever, I started hearing like Janae Aiko music. And I'm like, wait, Tama, isn't that shorty? I was like, bro, her name was like Samantha, some shit like that on that joint, like Samantha 89, some shit like, bruh. Irrelevant to the shit, but I just found it to be funny. You feel me? Like,
this next song
and
is
like I got
actually a song
Catfish
that I've
low
always
key. You
wanted
feel
to
me?
listen to because the name of the song was so interesting. I don't know what it means. I just know that the name looks really cool. So hopefully it's fire. Suggested by Tanazia Harriet on YouTube is Galchester.
Galchester, what the fuck is that? Oh, okay, I heard this. I don't like this song.
I think this is.
But once again, this is like one of them shits that like some nigga right now would be like, no, you what? This shit fine for me. But I mean, me is like, it's whatever to me. It's whatever. I'm not gonna say it's whack, but I personally don't like
I would
it.
listen to the beat and enjoy that more than listening to the song.
Yeah,
itself.
I could agree on that. I could agree on that.
It was hard as hell, and it has some really nice bass to it. But honestly, when it comes
His
to
hook.
RB's performance on this song, I got my hopes up way too much for this track. Just based off of his performance, the song is really boring. But if we're talking about how hard the beat drops and if this is something that you can get hyped to, then hell yeah, like I see why people rock with it. I think my issue with it though, in regards to his performance, y'all know how people can be like disappointed by a song by an artist they typically listen to and go like, man, you just spitting the same stuff you always talk about. There's nothing new here. That's how I feel about this song. This was the first song where I went like, wow, like there's really nothing about this song that stands out. This was a ridiculously basic song about how he's the biggest rapper in the game. He talk about just smoking and drinking, how rich he is. And at some point, he even talks about how he thinks his phone is like wiretapped by the feds because they don't want to see him winning. I was just listening to this song and went like, yo, like this would be enjoyable if I was like chilling, like doing something and I just had the instrumental playing in the background. Like, hell yeah, like put on that Galchester beat. But if someone played the actual version and I had to hear this man's voice, then I would be like, right, they turn that shit off. Galchester is 100% the most disappointing R&B song that I've ever heard. I shouldn't have been so interested in the track just because I saw the name of it. So that was certainly a letdown.
Galchester like in Canada or some shit?
From Twitter is from Don Amon 391, and we have Furthest Thing.
Oh, no. Bobbing on low. Fucking on low.
Okay, listen.
I love it, Jake.
I promise y'all that I'm not just saying stuff to
How to
purposely
stay
make it a hot take
perfect,
or
everything I know.
unpopular
I
opinion
just
to get
been.
y'all to comment on it. Hey, I'm honest with y'all, and I always tell y'all
What he
how I
about
really
to
feel
say?
about an artist or a song. I seriously do not see the hype behind the beat switch on this track. I have seen
What?
people go to the lengths of saying the beat switch on Furthest Thing, which is phenomenal. Like that alone makes it a top 10 song in his whole catalog. And look, here's my thing: were both beats
You know what it is, bro? I'm gonna tell you right now. It's the fact that like Drake. I ain't gonna say he started that whole beat change, but like when that shit came out, bro, like he became like that nigga when it came to that, bro. Cause you wasn't expecting that, bro. Even though he said that too. He was like, yo, like how many, like he even said that on the other joint. What's the other shit on there that he was like, how many times I gotta spin on this intro, and then like that beat changes, bro. So like it was like 2 songs on that joint. Like you like, whoa, why both songs sound fire, bro? Both songs could be equal. I mean, both parts of the song could be an equal, just one song, bro. Like that. I think that's what it was, bro. Cause yo, that shit. Oh, that beat is so fire, bro.
Yes. Was Aubrey snapping on both of them bitches? Yes. I just didn't see the point of it. In the first half of the song, he's talking about how he's the furthest thing from perfect. He brings up
Oh, he
positive
going
things about
subject
himself,
matter.
like his family.
He
and
ain't talking
friends
about the
that
same
always
shit,
stuck with him through
kinda.
the ups and downs. Those people are going to be
You one of
set
them
for life,
niggas.
and he's going to take care of
I
them
get
as
it
long as
though.
he's alive. But then he brings up the negative things about himself, mostly how he's treated the women in his life. Because, you know, like,
I
when
can see
doesn't
why
he talk
niggas be
about
going
that?
crazy over
And he's just
Rihanna.
telling
These
all of his
rapping
past
niggas.
flings that he may have been distant towards
Fire.
them or uncommitted to them
Fire.
because he was too busy chasing money and wanted to be successful. So being locked down in a
This
relationship
nigga Drake. I wonder what the fuck he said to her.
was the last thing
She
he was
like,
concerned about. Now, everything
nigga's
that I just
dying.
said was during the first 2 verses of the song with the first instrumental. The third verse is on a completely different beat, and Aubrey simply talks about his hold on the rap game, how he got other rappers scared of how popular he is, and while they're out partying, flossing, spending all their money and flashing jewelry and nice cars and whatnot, he's in the studio working. Like I said, both verses was cool and his rapping was cool. I just felt like this third verse could have been on another song itself instead of being thrown in at the end of Furthest Thing.
Your actions make us doubt you. Your lack of effort got me rapping different.
This track was a
Who
whole
made
vibe
that
for
beat?
sure.
40?
I see why y'all fuck with it.
Son,
just
if 40 made that shit, bro. Son, that nigga is the man, bro. His beats. Whew.
not crazy about the B switch like the rest of y'all are. Okay, so I lied when I said that the Furthest Thing was the final song recommendation from Twitter. So this next song wasn't recommended by a singular person though. So let me explain what happened. I was scrolling through my Twitter and I saw XXL make a post
Best
about
outro.
which outro song by Aubrey is the best one. And Do Not Disturb was one of the options. This song ended up being a trending topic as there were thousands of people talking about Do Not Disturb is the only correct answer. If
Do
you
Not
don't choose
Disturb.
Do Not Disturb, then you're not a real fan. So I
What was the
said,
other
like,
options?
shit, like, let me go ahead and listen to it then. I can add this to the Am I Sleeping video. So the real final song of this video is Do Not Disturb, which is the final song on the More Life project.
No.
The first thing I immediately noticed
I
was
could
the
see why
opening
people
vocal
go crazy
from
for
Snow
that.
Allegra. Like, you ever heard
for
a
that to be
particular
the
part
best
to a
outro
song,
for
like,
him.
you've known it for probably years, but you never
He
know
just
what song it
rapping
was from.
straight.
But then you
Yeah.
finally heard that song one day and went, oh, like that's where that came from. That's how it was with this track. I've always heard this beat.
Is that the same chick that sing that song? What's the name of that song, bro? And what's that hook? Fuck, I'm gonna get
like
to
the
it,
past,
man.
like,
I
3
think
years,
of
I
it.
just never known it was from. So that was really interesting to finally find out. But besides that, I see why this song gets so much hype, bro. Oh my goodness, like this.
Damn,
This shit was
I can't
insane.
think.
This man talked about everything from having lyrics sent to him. I mean, him writing the lyrics to his Views album and saying that at that time in his life, he was really defensive and aggressive, and he felt that so many people was coming after him. He reached a point where he felt like he needed to stand his ground and finally send shots back at people. He threw a shot at Tory Lanez at some point in this song, and
What about the
this part
sun
is
shit,
actually
right?
cold. He said how Tory is his son, and that if they was to do a song together,
That's
then it
violation.
would feel like
He
a
vile.
bring your kids to work day. For
Vile.
Aubrey. I heard that shit and went,
Vile.
that's crazy. This song doesn't have multiple verses either. It's really him rapping for like 3 minutes straight, and then the sample plays out the song for another full minute. My favorite set of lyrics from this whole song gotta be when he mentioned fake friends and family who try to use him for his money, but none of them have succeeded in doing that because he always watches the people around him and he outsmarts them. Distractions will do you in the truest sense, especially people that want to lecture me and frame it like they just want the best for me or they check for me. Whatever splits it up so there's more for them and there's less for me. They don't know they got to be faster than me to get to me. No one's done it successfully. That was the part that made me go like, oh, okay, like, this nigga spitting. He's just saying on record that no one has ever played me and no one ever will. I haven't listened to the full project of More Life. Other than that trash Galchester earlier, I've only listened to this song and another song called Lose You. And all I have to say is this. If this project is filled with songs like this and Lose You and less songs like Galchester, then this is an extremely overhated project. I always see More Life getting dogged as an average or just ass playlist.
It's only considered average because, like I said, bro, it's Drake. You feel me? Like, we got him up here, bro. So, like, a lot of those songs is, like, always like that. Like, that joint that you said, the XX, when he sound like XX on, that shit was ash, bro. And that was, like, supposed to be, like, one of them top niggas that was from the UK drill or whatever. And, like, I mean, I don't really listen to a lot of them, but like, I don't know, like, that it was tight trash to me. I don't know, but feel me, like,
with songs like
this
You
is
and
Drake.
Not Disturbed,
Feel
like,
me?
I can't believe that's possible. There's no way this is the overall opinion of More Life. There must be a lot of whack songs on there if that's the case. So the burning question: am I sleeping on Aubrey Graham's music? Hell yeah, I've been sleeping on this man. I feel like if I took the time to listen to more tracks like I did with these 11 songs, then there could be a gold mine of songs that I'm missing out on. Of course, I'm gonna stumble across like some mediocre or some alright tracks because all artists have them. And with that being said, I did notice something. A mediocre Aubrey song can be very boring to listen to. The combination of uninteresting subject matter with how monotone and dry his voice can be sometimes, a mediocre Aubrey song can bore the fuck out of you. All artists have whack songs too, but when it comes to this dude, the only songs I hear people say just flat out suck are Ratchet Happy Birthday and I'm Upset.
It's your fucking birthday.
I guess
I actually enjoy that
songs in the future to find out.
but I guess I don't enjoy it that much because I don't be listening to it like that. Because that's on Scorpion, right? That's on Scorpion too, right? See, like, bro, that album, I visited that shit like maybe like. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna sit and say I don't listen to all that shit because Mob Ties, he blacked on that. But yeah, I agree. I agree to the most part for his shit. I think the only take that I probably would have like disagreed on is the I guess because I'm a stan, was the furthest thing, like the. Like I'll stand for that, nigga. I remember the first time listening to that shit, bro. I just got out of work. Me and my mans went to the we went to the alleyway, started sparking a blunt. When we listened to the album, we like, bro, that shit dropped, bro. Son, the blunt hit differently, bro. Just like, bro, son, that shit, bro. That's the power of music, bro. Son. But yo, great video, man. I know you're gonna have more great videos to come. But it's your boy Jumper out of here. Peace.